Doc said you had to get some stitches. What
Yeah.
have you? I mean, I know you came back, but I imagine that was not a. Can you remember where that happened? Was that the foul where Herb Jones blocked from behind? I'm sorry, it wasn't a foul called at least, but do you know when that
There was a
happened?
lot of not fouls called, but that wasn't the play. It was a play I went to box out, and as we made contact, I turned my head and I bit my lip. So had that play at the end of the half. I got knee in the back of my calf. It was just a physical game.
Second quarter, you know, second chance points, their points off turnovers effectively made up the deficit. Sort of just what were they able to do either on the second chance opportunities or creating extra for them that kind of turned the game there?
I just thought they played more physical. They were the more aggressive team, and I think usually the more aggressive team gets rewarded by the whistle. The game favors that team, and I thought that's what they had going. The crowd got into it. They was able to get their hands on balls. They chased down offensive rebounds, got extra opportunities. They just played a better game than us. We got outplayed.
When you look at the turnovers you guys had, Doc had kind of mentioned, like, hey, they pre-rotate, so we got to throw it back. We can't throw it to that help defender. Just what were you seeing from maybe what they were doing defensively for your guys' turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, on film you see they pre-rotate. They come over pretty early, and as a ball handler, I've handled the ball a lot in my career, so I'm never looking at the guy in front of me. I'm always looking at where the help is coming from. So I saw him coming over, each time. And I just tried not to make that pass, because they was there already. A lot of times I was just throwing it back or skipping it to the corner or just advancing it to the same side. All right, bro. But, it was just they played it well, and I think we just didn't attack it even though we knew it was there. We didn't do it well enough.
You mentioned the physicality. Obviously, they take a big lead. Against a team that is that physical, to try to make a double-digit lead, how difficult can that be?
I think in the league now, the pace of the game is always going to allow you to have a chance to get back into it. If it's 10 to 20-point lead, because of the way we shoot and how many possessions you can get in. But like I said, I think the referees are going to favor the more aggressive team. So it wasn't just them being physical with us. It was the fact that they were the first to do it. So when we tried to get physical back, it looked like a foul. We were the second offender. So it seemed like every time we had an opportunity to kind of close in on it, they was at the free throw line. And, it wasn't like they scored baskets. Sometimes down the stretch, it was like they get 2 free throws. And that hurt us.
Chris, after the LA game, Chris was like, I think we slowed down too much. Like we needed to pick up a pace a little bit. Doc just mentioned pace a little bit. Is that part of this process for you all now with him back? Is to find the Bucks pace, right? Or was it just something
the Bucks pace?
Yeah, like your pace. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm new. I mean, not really new, but I don't know what that is.
Right. Like, so is that part of this though? Like these last 10 games, now that Chris is back, to figure out what that feels like and looks like for the starting five or when you're all together.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is, we've had stretches where it was me and Giannis and then me and Chris, and then both of them missed some time. Now with all 3 of us out there, it's just different. It's going to take time for us to just kind of click. We had a game where it just clicked, and you get teams doing different things and you get different looks, and it's like, how do we play against this? How do we play against that? And I think that's the process that we're in right now. But we got 9 games to, kind of flow and figure that out.
Based on your experience, how do you become the aggressor when you're on the road, when you're the away team?
You just got to set the tone to start the game. I think you come out physical, you understand the scouting report, no personnel, no tendencies, and you play to it, Try to be first, and I think that's to your advantage if you can start the game that way, and we didn't.
And are you able, in your opinion, as a team, to change that tide, knowing that they're the aggressor right now, but we need to be the aggressor? Yeah,
but I think as the longer that it goes on, it's harder to turn it around. And I think we went into the half with them having momentum, doing the same thing. And the third quarter, we didn't come out and jump on them like we should have. And it just kind of continued. And then we made a stand. We gave ourselves a chance, but it was too late.
Speaking of the Pelicans' physicality, the defense that they play with, how difficult is it to match up against Herb Jones?
To match up against him as far as, like,
how he is as a defender.
I mean, he's a good defender. But for me, it wasn't my first time playing against him, and I usually see long wing defenders. So I mean, it was another night with that type of matchup for me.
Dane, you and CJ played in Poland for so many years together, and now both of y'all in different situations contending for championships. This kind of the mutual happiness for each other, knowing that y'all now on contending teams.
Yeah, I mean, it was something we always talked about, as a tandem, and obviously we always wanted that to happen there, but now we both got opportunities in a new place. I think he's happy with his opportunity here, and so am I. And I'm always rooting for him. It's not just a guy that I play with. It's one of my best friends. So I'm happy for him.